From Nick Logan of CBC News, tech companies Google and Meta, which owns the social media giants Facebook and Instagram, vowed to remove links to Canadian journalism. It's in retaliation for the Online News Act, also known as Bill C-18, that will make them strike agreements with media outlets for fair compensation when their news content is shared on the tech companies' platforms. According to report, not everyone agrees this is the best way to help an industry that has seen its advertising revenue decline. But at the center of the battle over Bill C-18 is the average news consumer, who, like many Canadians, relies on Google and Facebook to find journalism that matters to them. Google, in a statement, said it amounts to a link tax, while Meta insisted Canadian news organizations are already benefiting from free marketing worth more than $230 million in the form of clicks from links visible on Facebook feeds. Paul Deegan, President and CEO of News Media Canada, an advocacy association representing news outlets, acknowledges Google and Facebook have been good partners and their platforms drive traffic to news websites. Deegan said in an interview with CBC News Network that, quote-unquote, "We just want to be able to negotiate fairly on a commercial basis for the value of our content." But Alfred Hermida, a journalism professor at the University of British Columbia, believes C-18 is a flawed piece of legislation that doesn't address greater issues in the news industry, such as the concentration of private media ownership. According to CBC News report, he said in a phone interview that, quote-unquote, "It doesn't take into account the record profits of media conglomerates like Bell and Rogers. It doesn't really do anything to support for more than 140 journalism startups that have been created in Canada since the year 2000. The law will come into effect at the end of this year, and that's when Google said it will start blocking Canadian news links on its search, news, and discover products. Meta is also planning to prevent Canadian news links from appearing on Facebook and Instagram. At the same time, the company also said in early June it would soon begin experimenting with blocking Canadian news content for 1 to 5% of the 24 million Facebook users in Canada. I am Lovely Montoya of Manila STV.